Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following SAT writing question is asking about the addition of an extra sentence. So before we do that, we have to figure out what location and what paragraph this is in. So this is a paragraph with a topic sentence that was up to us to change. And if you're already done with that question, you should know that we were talking about the development of the brain and how that helped contradict Watson's theories, how actually engaging the feeling of touch from a parent to a child is actually good for the child because it may develop their brain. We know that touch comes in gradations, and when each receptor that responds to touch is activated, different. Yeah, I guess the receptor would be activated. Different parts of the brain are activated as well, so that might help with brain development. So that's what we were talking about here. And now the sentence reads, these groundbreaking analyses were funded by the National Institutes of Health and were conducted in select cities throughout the country, including Cedar Rapids, El Paso, and Orlando. It doesn't look like this has anything to do with brain development. Where the research was conducted doesn't really say anything as to whether or not their brain will develop more by engaging sense of touch. So I wouldn't say that this supports the main idea of the passage. We can cross out answer choice A. Answer choice B says, yes, because it provides details necessary to validate the writer's conclusion. Well, the conclusion of the writer, at least in this passage, would be the same thing. Sorry, in this paragraph, would be the same thing as the main idea. And if you refer to the conclusion of the entire passage, all it says is that as research continues to develop, the research into the importance of touch continues to change the ways we understand human development. But this sentence telling you where the research was conducted doesn't show any evidence that that is changing our understanding. So we can cross that one out too. Left with C and D. So answer choice C says no because it would be placed better elsewhere in the passage, so that may be the case. Answer choice D says no because it contains information that is not relevant to the main idea of the passage. It's unclear where in the passage you would place where this particular research about touch developing the brain would go, since this is a paragraph dealing with that. So it might be better to go with answer choice D, which says simply that the information isn't relevant. We're talking about how the sense of touch may develop the brain. We're not really talking about where the research that led to that conclusion was conducted. That's not relevant to the passage. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.